you have some young wide receivers out there making some impressive plays. Obviously, it's just shorts out there, but Evan Spencer and Jamison Crowder, what do you think of them from what you've seen so far?
They've done a good job. We throw a lot at these rookies early on. You know, our whole system is pretty much in place so far, and I think Jamison is a guy that immediately when he came in the rookie camp, you could feel some of the quickness, his ability to separate, the natural hands, all those things that you like when you draft him. And same thing with Evan. He had a little tweak in his hamstring where he missed a little bit of time early on, but he's been able to practice this last week, and we're seeing some encouraging things from him as well.
And you have a beast in your third round pick, Matt Jones. How does he look out there? Obviously, he's a big guy, and he should really give that backfield some help.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. It's a little bit harder to evaluate running backs when we are in OTAs and you're not able to tackle and do some of those things, but his ability to pick things up mentally and protections, and then, you know, being disciplined with his courses and as far as his running game, we've been very pleased with him, and he's a guy that we're looking forward to see compete when we can play live ball.
Jamison earlier, he was in the news obviously last week. His agent said his Instagram account was hacked and said he didn't hit anyone. Has he been distracted at all since you've seen these last few days here at OTAs?
How is he? I haven't noticed anything. He's handled it like a pro. It's a situation that he's dealing with, and hopefully it'll get resolved, but I haven't noticed anything. He's been a pro about going about his business in a normal fashion.
Sean, the relationship with you, Matt, Robert, Jay, everyone getting together in that kind of one voice you want to have, how is that kind of coming together for you?
It's been great. You know, sometimes we're all three in the meeting room. Sometimes it's just Coach Cavanaugh, Coach Gruden. But I think the great thing is we're all on the same page, communicating the same message to those quarterbacks. And again, like I was saying earlier, Coach Cavanaugh is a great resource with his experience as a player and a coach, where he might offer some different things and ideas and approaches that I think has been very helpful so far for our quarterbacks.
Coach, you may not tip your hand, but with all these new additions, this can only help you in terms of your offensive approach to next season. Can you give us a little bit of a tip on what may we see differently from last year?
I think you'll see a lot of things that will be similar. You look at the success that Coach Callahan's had at the different stops that he's been, and one of the things that makes him special is he's kind of adjusted. He has the ability to run a variety of different schemes in the run game, but he'll fit what we do best to our personnel, and we're continuing to figure that out as we go through these OTAs.
Last season, obviously, it took a while for the quarterbacks to realize how fast Deshaun Jackson is as a receiver, and they spoke candidly about that. Given that, any concern on your part that he is not here today and missed some time earlier?
No, I think this is a time of year where, you know, you are trying to develop some rapport and things like that, but Deshaun had some other issues that he's had to take care of, and we understand that, but we know when training camp rolls around, he'll be ready to go, and he's a guy that we can consistently count on game day the way that he was able to perform last year and over the course of his career.
But what about the timing with the quarterbacks? I mean, I think I understand your confidence in him doing his part of the job, but is there time
certainly
to get
you want to be able to get all the work that you can, but there's certain circumstances and things that come up that guys have to take care of, and we're confident that we'll be able to make up for that when we get to training camp.
Coach, has Alfred Morris given you an idea of if he's liking this new system any better than he did the last 3 years system? He looks pretty good out there, but there's been talk of him doing better in the zone. What do you think about that?
I think he's done a great job. You know, obviously Alfred's production over the last few years speaks for itself. I think implementing a couple of the newer schemes that Coach Callahan has will help Alfred, where we'll be a little bit more multiple and balanced in kind of the way that we attack defenses. And Alfred showed a great ability to be able to pick up some of those new schemes that we are implementing, whether it be the wide zone, some tight zone, or some of those gap type plays that we've been utilizing in OTAs.